we didn't play so great at the last event. I mean, we didn't follow through on in the last 9 holes actually. I think in the last 2 holes really, we lost a few shots in the last few holes, which moved us back a few spots. So the tournament before, we finished 6th out of 15. We beat Tennessee, we beat Northwestern, we beat a lot of good teams. So that was a good event. I'm preparing now for the UCLA tournament in California, so we can compete against UCLA and Stanford and USC, and hopefully we can play good. Well, not for our program, because that's what we do. We compete against those teams for the last 15 years. So I don't think I'd want to do this if I wasn't competing against the best teams, and that's who we play against. We play in the best tournaments in the country, in the best fields, and you have to match up, and they're just I know for us it's just all about the golf and not about where your school's from. You've got to shoot the scores. If you do that, you'll do fine. Well, I'm trying to win the national championship. That's my goal. I mean, we won over 45 events, tournaments here, titles, 3rd in the nation, the NCAA, 9th in the nation. So that's our goal is to win. And to me, you want to play against the best players. I'm trying to produce players that are capable of professional golf. I have a lot of players playing professionally, and that's my goal for them. So we have to be in the best tournaments, playing against the best. So you always want to win your conference, but my goals are a little bit far beyond that also. Just different. Golf is just different than the other sports. I mean, in the other sports, they have to compete more in a conference setting around the regionally, and we don't. So we compete. The reason I compete, one, all over the country, is that's where the best tournaments are. But also in golf, there's different grass you play on, and to be the best player, you've got to be able to be good at all the different grasses. You have to play Bermuda in the south. You have to play bent grass in the north. You have to play Poana in the west. So playing in different conditions, different weather, different altitude is what makes you a better player. And my ultimate goal of preparing my players for professional golf is one reason that we do that. Right now, just focusing on what each person is doing, where each person can improve, because it's not necessarily, although we have a team, we're a team of individuals. It's different than the other sports where you need the other player to interact with to say score a basketball goal. When in golf, it's not the way it is. It's really an individual sport that you take lumped together to make it a team sport. So each player has his own issues. So, my job is to identify that, hopefully, and work on that for the next tournament so we don't have those issues.
Best teams.
Well, you got great teams, SMU and Northwestern, UCLA, Stanford. So you have, the best teams in the country. We play there every year. We play at the same golf course. Since I've been there for 10 times, I know what to expect out of the golf course, so at least we can be prepared from that standpoint of what to expect. It helps that you've played a tournament on a particular golf course before. It helps that the seniors have played there already, so they're familiar with the course. That makes a big difference. So, you really, you don't, in my sport, you're not preparing against the other team. They're going to do what they do, and you have no control over it. You have to just control your own team, your own score, and then see how that stacks up. Definitely, if you have a guy who's might have played that tournament 4 years and he's played that golf course 3 times, I mean, he has intimate knowledge about what to do on particular holes. He may have made mistakes, in that golf course. I hope, my job is to help them around making some mistakes that you might make if you don't have any advice. But certainly, a player can say, "Look, this is a particular hole. I've missed it here, and it's it's dead. You can't miss it there, and you've got to be on this side of the fairway. You got to be on this side of the green." And that's usually what I'm doing, but also with them playing there, that's what they're doing also.